A new hope. Patriots worldwide have awoken billions of people to the globalist scourge and are achieving victories across the planet. But evil is still fighting on and reorganizing itself against humanity. But we do have a new hope. The EU was set up in a trade agreement in 47, the Treaty of London. Then they had the Treaty of Rome that officially set it up, the Commission, in 56 through the Marshall Plan. And that was U.S. intelligence, the British Empire, with what was left of the European aristocracy. And the Bilderberg Group was their meeting house, where they got all the different intelligence heads, together at least once a year. They're the ones that set up this plan for this globalist New World Order system we're now in. And the EU Commission then, decade after decade, with traitors in Germany, in France, in the Netherlands, in all those countries, the UK, signed away pieces of sovereignty to the Commission until the Commission now can cancel elections, arrest political candidates, censor, raise taxes. They're making the cut off the energy, make everybody go on AI smart grid, and the EU Commission can go in and criminally charge government officials if they don't follow their orders to censor. That's in the news today. I mean, the EU is becoming as bad as communist China when it comes to totalitarianism. And thank God Trump's calling it out. Thank God J.D. Vance has been doing a great job. But people think of Europe as like a free place. Well, Europe's had a lot of problems over the thousands of years and is more often than not run by oligarchs, kings, tyrants. Most of Europe's history, it's not been very free. Our system came out of England that became the freest for a while with its revolutions. And then we augmented it, made it even better with our 1776 system that has been recognized as the best system of free people governing themselves in history. But we became so powerful and successful because of freedom, we became corrupt, became an empire, and got infiltrated and taken over. So when Trump comes out and says the EU was set up to screw over America, well, it was set up to screw over the people of those countries and us as well. And it is all one-sided regulatory systems to screw the small person. Average tax in the EU is like 75%. The big globalist families that own it, they pay no tax. You can look it up. Most of them are, literally no longer call themselves royal, but they're all from the old royal families of Europe. The Saxe-Coburg-Gothas, the Habsburgs, they just took their crowns off and now rule through an EU commission. That was the idea of Adolf Hitler. It was his idea to have the EU. The globalists want a police state in place to destroy the middle class, collapse the economy, and consolidate absolute total control. They're trying to put that police state system in place and turn the entire anti-terrorism apparatus on the American people.
And this is where this generation corrupted, or rather those in power at the head of this generation corrupted our knowledge, our science, our findings, our tools toward a military purpose. Now, this technology allows these institutions to monitor and record the private activities of people on a scale that's broad enough that we can say it's close to all-powerful.
This is just a extremely toxic, extremely criminal, extremely out of control, poisonous, cancerous, malignant system they're building. We heard it from the Secretary of Defense, we heard it from the FBI, and we heard it from the ADL, the Southern Poverty Law Center, where they said, arrest people that disagree with our views.
Where was a voice on television, aside from mine, that spoke out against this? Where are all those noble jurists, those great lawyers, those lovers of liberty? Where the hell were they? They were nowhere.
To quote Winston Churchill, we will go on to the end, whatever the cost may be, and we will never surrender. Because that's a drug better than anything I ever felt in my life, being on the side of right. And not bound to evil and not bound to a bunch of cowards and a bunch of scum lawyers that have been all in the boardrooms hyping themselves up how tough they are and how badass they are and how they're going to whip those Americans and teach those Midwesterners and teach those Texans and teach those people that are hardworking that they're scum and we're under your thumb. No, we're not under your thumb.